Thank you, everyone, and welcome. Do we have a motion to open the meeting?
So moved.
All in favor? All in
Aye.
favor? Okay, thank you, everyone. It's so nice to see this crowd. I'm glad everyone was able to make it, and to those who are not able to be here, hi on Zoom and LMC. We have some officials here who took the time out to make their way into the village, so I want to say thank you to Sabrina Fiddleman from the town of Mamaroneck. Kathy Savold, who is the former village of Mamaroneck mayor. Becky Reisner, town of Rye. Jane Elkin in the back, town of Mamaroneck. Robin Nishinsky, town of Mamaroneck. Gary Zuckerman, town of Rye. There he is. Allison May, town of Mamaroneck. Okay. Anat Navier, town of Mamaroneck. Pamela Jaffe, town of Rye. And we have Paul Noto around here, another former mayor of the village of Mamaroneck. And then we have Tony Ryan. Sid Alpert. Bill Tripoletti. There he is. And John Hofstetter. And we have Ken Jenkins here from the county. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Okay, so where am I going?
You get to go down there.
Yay.
So I just want to say I'm on. I'm honored to be here this evening to swear in our new mayor. And so we'll move straight forward to the ceremony. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Sharon Torres.
I, Sharon Torres,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the laws and regulations of the Village of Mamaroneck,
and the laws and regulations of the village of Mamaroneck,
and that I will faithfully discharge my duties
and that I will faithfully discharge my duties
as mayor of the Village of Mamaroneck
as mayor of the village of Mamaroneck
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
I already said something. All right, so I have nothing prepared. You're just gonna get whatever comes out.
3 minutes.
This campaign was not one that we expected to win, but we figured we would work really hard. And I think the entire campaign was about us coming together as a village, looking past our politics, because if you look at the national scene, it's pretty ugly. And we don't need to be that way here in our village. So our campaign was really made up of people from every single voting district. Our entire campaign was run by volunteers. And we had every political party. So when I look around this room, that's what I see. I see people from different areas of the village. I see people of every affiliation just coming together to be a village and work together. And that's what kept me going. That's what inspires me. And that was the only reason that I'm here. You know, I'm not here because I've had this lifelong desire to become a politician. But I do have years of service in human resources, in companies and nonprofits. and in volunteering here in the village, and I just want to extend that and be able to help us get on a better track, so. This is not just my win, I've said that at my parties, this is our win. And I wanted to say thank you to everyone who's here and everybody who could not be here, thank you for your votes, and thank you for everything you did during the campaign. And let's not forget to.
Swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
Swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the rules, regulations, and laws of the Village of Mamaroneck,
the rules, regulations, and laws of the Village of Mamaroneck,
to discharge my duties to the best of my abilities.
and to discharge my duties to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank
Sharice.
Wow. This is the fourth time I've done this. I think one time we're going to do a little anticlimactic, but I just, it's overwhelming to see so many people in this room. Usually when we have this many people in this room, they're not quite so happy that you're where they're frustrated about something. And I want to echo what Sharon said. We worked really hard. It's really nice to win. I think it's pretty hard to lose. I want to thank Mallory and Tom. They've been good sports, and I just hope everybody keeps coming across.
No, now we can have our reception. We don't have to do this now. Everybody can have a snack, right? That's what we.
No,
do.
we have to,
No, we usually do. We don't, we do the reception first and then we do this because not everybody wants to stay to hear us read the credit card policy.
oh, okay, all right.
I don't think, I guess let's make a motion. I make a motion that we have a reception. No, we usually do the reception first and then.
I don't remember, I don't remember. I
And
don't
people
remember last year at all.
So, yeah, right. So everybody can receive.
And have your, have this, whatever.
Have a refreshment.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
Oh,
group picture of the whole board?
All that it's worth.
You did. You cried. That's for your project.
Don't you know.
Lord knows I tried.
Take it back and break it.
Amen.
Just dogs. We should have a few people, right?
Hillary Short and Mary.
And Mary D?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Did we have the Zoom published?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Come over and say hello to both of you.
This guy sits up really high. This guy sits really high. We started doing this during like the end of COVID. And then we just kept it. Because we wanted to space everybody out. We used to squeeze in here.
Right,
We
So,
started
because
spacing.
I was used to seeing you up.
We were all up here, yeah.
so Bridge, New York.
Yeah,
I don't know, well, I don't know what SLR is gonna say.
the next round,
Well, no, it's open now.
right.
But, you know, with Short Street, you know, that's part of the SLR study. So I don't know what they were gonna say. I mean, right now, all we know is it needs some TLC.
Yeah.
The other thing, the only other bridge that the village has, that is, has not been replaced in the last 30 years, is, North Berry Ave.
In the town of Rye.
Well, it's the three of us. Yes. And, you know, in our agreement, it says something about, like,
Are you talking about this, the other South Barry
no,
Avenue
North
Bridge?
Berry Ave,
North Barry Avenue.
the extension. North Berry
Right.
Ave extension.
Right, right.
The ambulance.
You know, I don't think that's ours at all.
No, it's tri-municipal,
Right. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
but the agreement
I
says
know
something
that's on
about,
my list.
but
right.
the
Yeah, but the
agreement
town-
says
the town
something
should be
about,
saying why are we involved? That's what they should be
but
saying.
the agreement
Because it's
says
in the town.
we have to make a determination whether it's actually the jurisdiction
Yeah.
of the two-way authority.
You know, all of that's interesting. If you tell me that it's in disastrous condition, we can talk. I want to focus on Short Street. That is really in our sights.
So let
We
me,
want to work on Short Street.
okay, then let me reach out to SLR. See, I think I've given a copy of, the HVEA study.
Uh-huh.
I'll try and find out how that plays into what they're recommending at DEC. They're supposed to come out at the end of the month,
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you.
but I don't know if it's, I don't know what the official is. So.
Yeah, I'd like to aim to score better on the Short Street solution this time.
Well,
I'm almost wondering if we aim too low.
well,
And we should
what
be
I can do is,
replacing
I can, if it's part of the SLR study, I can really play up the flood mitigation. Yeah,
That's exactly what my concern is. So I think it's a great idea.
I mean, you got the same issue with North Berry Avenue extension, but, you know,
Yeah.
don't want to do anything on that bridge until the Army Corps is doing their work, because, I mean, again, if we
Yeah, but I don't have this information.
have to shut down that bridge, I
That's
mean, listen, we
big.
think Waverly is causing this. That's gonna be,
One meeting.
Yeah. Do you have Beck open now?
What?
Is Waverly, is that project continuing now?
Yeah. we're just closed.
Big picture by the commissioners. by the
Let's get it done. Well,
Good.
let people hopefully get used to the delays and figure out all the ways to get around. That's South Barricade.
It's really on track. We've gotten our comments back from the Department of Transportation. HVEA was quite pleased with the comments.
Yeah.
So I think our next step is to turn it around. Imagine that'll be happening this month. next month.
Let me ask you this question.
A list of.
So I've spoken with the town. Route 1, the state is gonna be resurfacing Route 1 in 2026.
Uh-huh.
In the village of Lawrenceburg County. They're gonna do like a complete streets concept in Larchmont,
Good.
but they're not doing it, they're not gonna do the same thing for Town of Mamaroneck for Village of Mamaroneck.
But Jeff will
I'm
do it.
guessing not.
And Jason will do it. That's how.
Or the wheel has not been squeaky enough.
Like I said.
And that's what I'm gonna try and do is, I think the Town of Mamaroneck is interested in, telling the, asking the DEC to work.
Where's it going? Take away the basement. We put it here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, they'd have to take out. Jerry.
Jerry?
Hey, Rick.
So, the Town of Mamaroneck is interested in work, asking the DEC to work with us. I don't know if the Town of Rye would be, even though, you know, it goes through the Town of Rye. You know, you don't have any section that goes forward in an unincorporated section.
Right.
So I don't know if it's of interest to you, or you wanna, you know.
I'd be
opine.
happy to take a look and see if there's enough interest to spend some time on it.
Yeah.
In the, you know, the village of Mamaroneck, I mean, the town of Rye portion of the Boston Post Road is, you know, the Rye Neck portion of it,
Yeah,
certainly, I would think.
yeah,
you know, then it goes into City of Rye and City of Rye owns its portion,
Yep.
right?
So the,
So,
they selected the engineering consultants for the village of Larchmont. And it's,
how are you?
See you.
Thank you. You as well.
That's what.
All is well, yeah.
Hey.
so they selected the consultants for the village of Larchmont.
Uh-huh,
It's Fulton and Lejudas working with HPE. So,
good.
like, you know everyone.
Say hello. How are
See
you?
you.
Good, thanks for coming. Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you, nice to see you. When is that next meeting about the bridge? I don't know if we're gonna schedule it, honestly. Hello, Leilani. How you doing? Good.
I do have to come because I have to get a plaque. So what's the next step to get a plaque for the tree?
Hey, how are you?
The next step to get a plaque for the tree is to send me the language you want. Do you know what you want on the plaque?
Not on the top of my head, but I can think of something.
Well,
Is it based on letters, how much it costs?
yeah.
Right. Got it. I got it.
Riveting, riveting.
You know, you've got 3 rows.
How much? Oh, you get 3 rows.
Yeah, there's a, we use site specialists.
Okay.
They have a standard form. You can fill it out.
So if the normal 3 rows, like how much can you estimate? Still per letter?
You are asking the wrong woman to tell you off the top of
You know,
her head.
ask Jeff. Ask Jeff. Because we ordered all our stuff from.
Say it again, please.
Just look down and ask Jeff
Yeah.
in Parks. Because we order all of our stuff. Site special.
Oh, so we've all got the form.
Right. Okay then. All right, because
Or you can, I can hand you my card if it would help you remember and you can email me.
information. I just my siblings reminded me, my sister goes to the tree a lot, more than me. So I had the time to go, but when I do go, I do remember I have to go.
I was doing it over there. I was like, over there. I was like, come on.
Okay. Whenever you are ready, it's my pleasure. I love the colors today.
Yeah, all right. I need $1 million. What I need. I'll do Ward Avenue and I'll do Center Avenue.
But I think they can't. They can't. Legislature can't come here.
And now
Sorry.
it's not. Now it's.
How do you like your video security cameras? Do you like them?
What's your journey?
Very good.
Video security,
Congratulations.
I think Jerry's got a bunch of video security cameras in the,
Probably the first week in January.
Okay, good.
I'm with it.
Let us know so I can invite some of these trustees,
for the swearing in.
because they're town of Mamaroneck people, so I
Yeah.
want to bring them over to the town of Ryan. They grew up in the town of Mamaroneck.
Well,
Right.
we've got a tree lighting this coming.
I know, I got the flyer
Well,
Yeah, but nobody said they're coming.
because I'll be in Jersey. This weekend was the weekend I'm here, I gotta go to Jersey. Hey,
Tree lighting's the 9th.
oh, the ninth, I was wrong.
The town of Rye had a great deal with your new offices. But your old offices, right across the street from the bakery, was like heaven.
Debbie, I'll be there.
Oh, good. Okay.
So which camera
I saw it and I.
The video, the,
for the flooding?
yes.
The ones.
So the solar powered video security cameras. I think they're gonna be too expensive for us, but they just are such a
This
great
is- this is
idea.
one of them at the corner of Hoyt and Fenimore. This is the camera now. We're live streaming it because this is where the traffic is from the Waverly Avenue Bridge.
Uh-huh.
That's what it looks like. That's nighttime view. So, I mean, this is
Oh,
19:30, 7:30, man,
Doing good.
7:30.
I'm Mr. Nova on the side. I might
So
have
then
to-
it-
let's switch.
So that's a
It
solar
buffers.
powered
Yeah.
video security camera.
And we move them around.
Gave it that whole
Into the city.
pitch.
For the parking lot? So you think it's.
We would put it at Wright Town Park. We could put them like Crawford Park.
So
The
this has,
African American Cemetery, Gary's very concerned about
so this has 3 heads.
vandalism.
This has 3 heads.
Yeah,
We're only using 1 view right now, but we have 2 other views. And you can move them around. And police have access to move them around as they need it, and they report 24/7. So I'll know everything that goes on at that corner.
My big
all the
question
time.
is, how much money?
3,200 a month. And they drop them and they take them back to you. You rent them, you don't own them, and you pay some broadband coverage and that's it. You can bring them in for the summer, take them out for the winter.
Here. But what's sorry? I'm late, but. Nobody knew. You got total credit for showing up,
You didn't-
and the only people who look shocked were Gary and me.
They knew you. You're good. So 3,200 for the tri-head, 1,500 for the single head per month. They'll deliver them within 10 days of ordering, and they'll pick them up when you don't need them anymore. So we have 6 of them.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna go down to 4 at some point. The other cameras,
Right.
one we
And
have
you're
gas
paying
in.
them for them out of the operating budget?
Yeah, we know we're paying them
Yes.
as the ARPA money.
Out of
We're using
the ARPA? Yeah, the ARPA money that we need to get,
Oh, Jen,
We got some of it.
they're, because they have no.
because we don't have any
Are
people.
they moving?
Thank
to-
I forgot about that.
We don't get ARPA, we don't get sales tax.
I forgot about that. I forgot about the ARPA.
So it all comes out of. Yeah.
To get,
Operating budgets.
Wow.
to get half of our,
So
You
can
have
you-
no
can you do-
mortgage tax.
Can you do 3 months of?
You get mortgage
1,500?
tax.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, but you gotta go for a year. You can't just do it for 3 months.
sales tax is nice.
Absolutely.
The sales tax
Yeah.
is nice, especially in the,
Big operation.
in the world
I
where
don't care.
all online.
Well, the
Purchase
salesmen
now
seem to care.
Charge.
They seem to say it's gotta be a year contract.
Yeah, so we did have a year,
Uh-huh.
but I can get rid of them at any time.
Oh, so go ahead and sign the year contract and just say,
Done. See you later, come pick it up.
That's what I'm saying, like that's.
On September 22nd, got flooded,
Can you imagine?
destroyed. They brought 2 more in 5 days.
To do that, to put 3 of the
It
bucks.
makes sense. Like, I don't know why, I don't know,
Yeah.
if people front out the other night, why?
Yeah.
I feel like there's more to it.
No.
but we could put
I know, I
one
just
up
feel like that.
at Red Palm Park. It's got 3 heads.
Yeah, Wi-Fi there.
Put it, yeah. Well, we have Verizon. We have a pretty good cell signal. We also have Wi-Fi, but cell signal.
The cameras that we put up on
It's like,
Mamaroneck
I
Avenue,
don't think they realize
we
they
put up 28 cameras on
I see
Mamaroneck
that place
Avenue.
lazy, they don't know.
And
28.
200,000. They're permanently fixed.
Exactly, I know.
We were able to bounce them off of different poles and different buildings that we have with Wi-Fi.
Mhm.
The football's, it just.
So we're expanding that. We're
You don't
going,
wanna get.
we went from Boston Post, we put Boston Post Road to the railroad bridge, going from the railroad bridge to 95. Next phase. They weren't a lot,
Makes sense.
but you
I
gotta
love
lay it
the
out.
idea, we have to find, figure
Good,
out
how
how
are
to
you?
get them. less
You're
expensive.
hiding.
You excited for your new sewer main?
I know, I saw that.
So
You excited
I'll
for your
send
new
you the
sewer
contact
main?
for the fixed camera.
Oh, yeah. it says,
Different company?
Yeah, and they're on state contract.
Great.
Yeah,
Okay.
and if you have Wi-Fi and you can do a local Wi-Fi
Yeah.
network.
Uh-huh.
set.
Oh, there's something buried down there.
It's set. You don't have them. Ours go straight to the police. They don't have access to those cameras, which
Uh-huh.
they use for criminal investigation.
I'd be perfectly happy for it to go to the police. That's
Yes,
okay
good,
with me.
and that's good. That's good, because these come to me.
Right.
These we control
Yeah.
as emergency management.
Then I can.
But yeah,
And they-
the
no
price
one
has
wants to
gone
worry about
down.
it.
These are not cheap, I get that. But the price for the fixed cameras have gone down. way down.
That would work for us. We don't really need to move him around.
Our only obstacle was, of course,
The whole
Con Ed,
street.
nobody else.
Right.
Because
Oh,
Con Ed-
so they're not
Gotta talk
solar?
to Gino
No,
about
Con Ed wanted,
getting that
They're
pavement
hardwired in.
management survey done,
$15 per month per pole.
because, you know, the
That's
thing
what we
is
had to
that
pay.
it's
Put
always
up our own pole.
I
There's no
wanna
way
be
yeah,
able
you
to
probably could,
verify
'cause if it's your own
that
pole,
we
you
make
could.
those
I had
decisions
to use.
in the most
Actually,
apolitical
at Red Town
manner.
Park, we own all of our poles.
Then you're good, you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, yeah,
have their hand out
it's
too.
a-
I know, what are you gonna do? I don't blame them, I get it, I don't blame them.
oh, yeah. Well, you have to,
It is
We
what
could
it
put,
is.
at,
No, but
Crawford
like-
Park, we could put them.
like, you know, everyone always
At the
complains
cemetery,
that,
how can you get?
you know, their
get
street
Wi-Fi
hasn't been paved in,
I've been back there.
you know, 30 years.
Yeah.
That's why we need some.
Well, here's the
There's gotta
thing,
be-
Something.
We're back live on Zoom.
Okay, we're missing a lot.
Oh, there she is. Here she comes.
Right. And I don't recall how this goes. We don't read it all, right?
You don't like to do the,
Oh, you have to read the whole credit card policy. No.
Go with the flow, Lou.
Go on, I go with the flow. Because I'm jealous.
All right, if everyone would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No.
And before we get started, we both just want to thank Christy and Dan for swearing us in. We really appreciate our court justices. As we get the meeting started, we're going to announce the appointment of Nora Lucas as deputy mayor.
Thank you.
Pursuant to the village's sexual harassment policy, we are appointing 4 members to the committee. And they are department heads from the police department and public works. We are appointing Sandra DeRuza, Pablo Ruiz, Jason Pinto, and Nora Lucas. Love the enthusiasm. I'm afraid we'll be here all night, but we might want to reserve for just a little bit. I have, I'm gonna motion to reappoint our village attorney, Bob Spalzino. Robert Spalzino.
Call him Bob.
Go, Bob.
Second, I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
I resolve that Mary Desmond is appointed deputy village attorney to serve at the pleasure of the appointing authority at a compensation to be fixed by the Board of Trustees.
I second.
all in favor?
Aye.
I move that Adrian Shafuli be appointed village prosecutor. Be appointed village prosecutor.
Second.
All in favor?
I move that Lori Lee Dixon of McCarthy Fingar, is appointed special counsel to the Village Intermediate Zoning Board.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I make the motion to sorry, the resolve that the Board of Trustees names the clerk treasurer to retain the service of the following firm, Jeffrey E. Storch of Harris Beach PLLC, as the village board's counsel to handle all bond issue and bond anticipation notes.
Second. All in favor?
Aye. I move that the crime and fidelity bonds be executed by the village and filed with the village clerk for the following officers as employees. Clerk treasurer, $110,000. Deputy treasurer, $60,000. Deputy clerk, $35,000. Mayor, $35,000. Court clerks, $20,000 each. Village justices, $10,000 each. Village marshals, $10,000 each. Parking meter collection staff, and $10,000. All other employees, including volunteers while employed by the village, $10,000.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I move that JP Morgan, Chase Bank, and Webster Bank are designated depositories for the village funds for the ensuing official year.
All in favor?
Aye.
It's just out of order, that's all. I resolve that the village clerk treasurer will inform the depositories for the village funds that the following combinations of signatures on any Mamaroneck checks are authorized. Drawn on the capital fund, trust and agency endowment and gift funds, water fund, and clerk treasurer accounts. Clerk treasurer payable accounts. Mayor Sharon Torres or trustee Lucas, deputy mayor, and Augustino A. Fusco, clerk treasurer, or Sally Roberts, deputy clerk, or Laura Avasami, deputy treasurer. Drawn on payroll account, petty cash account, trust and agency insurance deduction, trust and agency group disability, trust and agency fund state retirement systems, trust and agency guarantee and bid deposits, and money market accounts.
Second.
Only that of Augustino A. Fusco, clerk treasurer, or Sally J. Roberts, deputy clerk, or Laura A. Vasani, deputy treasurer.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I make a motion to have the Village of Mamaroneck's official newspaper be the Journal News.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolved that generally the second and fourth Mondays of each and every month be designated as work session and regular meeting nights of the Board of Trustees, such meetings to commence at 5:15, 8 p.m. respectively, in the courtroom at 169 Mount Pleasant Avenue, and be it further resolved that the following tentative schedule is adopted and the schedule is posted there through the next year.
Oh, sorry, second.
Oh, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Should I read the entire written investment policy or should? I-
No, you don't.
I make a motion that we adopt the written investment policy.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
This. Oh,
It's me. Okay. I move that Richard Clifford is appointed a member of the Board of Appeals for a term of 5 years. Such term to expire in December 2028.
Yeah.
Yeah, top of
Oh,
page
I'm
nine.
sorry.
Yeah, top of page nine.
Procurement, page 9. Well, is it me?
No, it's if the pages are not.
It's
Oh, there you go.
pages at the top. Page
It's at the
9
top, I see it.
All right, trustee. Nick.
So I move that the board, whereas the Board of Trustees adopted a procurement policy in January of 1992, which was most recently updated by the Board of Trustees, updated and adopted by the Board of Trustees at their 2022 annual organization meeting in accordance with section 103 of the general municipal law.
Second.
No, I think we're on.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye. This will be it's online,
Always.
always online. These are all, anybody can read these multiple pages for themselves.
So I'll do it again, just so we're in order. Awesome. I was gonna say I moved that trustee, guys already know it. I move that Richard Clifford is appointed a member of the Board of Appeals for a term of 5 years, such term to expire December 2028.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Oh, sorry.
I motion that Robin Kramer is appointed chair of the Board of Appeals for a term of 1 year, such term to expire December 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolved that David Russo is reappointed member of the Board of Architectural Review for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolved that Larry Cohen is reappointed chair of the Board of Architectural Review for a term of 1 year, such term to expire December 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I move that Shari Topol Allison is reappointed member of the Board of Ethics for a term of 3 years, such term to expire 2026.
Second.
I move that Susan, I'm sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
I move that Susan Berenschweig is reappointed a member of the Board of Ethics for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
A second. All in favor?
Aye.
So do we have to announce the Mar Traffic Commission?
Yeah, it's addressed to Sally.
Just the letter, just say,
Is that me?
No, but that's not an announcement.
oh, it's not in.
Okay.
We're fine. Yeah.
Okay. Just say that. Okay, okay, great.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I motion that Robert Stark is reappointed member of the Board of Traffic Commissioners for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolved that Erica Swanson is appointed member of the Board of Traffic Commissioners for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I make the motion that Tina Maruska is appointed a member of the Board of Traffic Commissioners to fill an unexpired term of 1 year, such term to expire December 2024.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Resolved that Hillary Short is appointed member of the Board of Traffic Commissioners to fill an unexpired term of 1 year, such term to expire December 2024.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
I move that Ryan Buck is reappointed Chair of the Traffic Commissioners for a term of 1 year, such term to expire December 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I move that Glenn Tippett is reappointed as a member of the Budget Committee for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Um,
Yes,
oh, yeah, I thought that was a typo. I motion that Francis Lively is, no, this is reappointed. He's not.
It's just be appointed.
Appointed member of the Budget Committee for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I make the motion that Liam Rob O'Hagan is reappointed member of the Committee for the Environment for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
I second. All in favor?
Aye. I move that Debbie Sullivan is reappointed member of the Committee for the Environment for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I move that Rachel Hook is appointed member of the Committee for Environment for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I motion that Mary Schiffer is appointed member for the Committee for the Environment for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I motion that Kate DeHaze is appointed Chair of the Committee for the Environment for a term of 1 year, such term to expire December 2024.
I second. All in favor?
Aye. Resolved that Elizabeth O'Rourke is reappointed member of the Arts Council for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
I move that Michael Norberto is reappointed member of the Arts Council for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolved that Piper Stevens is reappointed member of the Arts Council for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I resolve that we have one open position on the Arts Council, which is being held at this time for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026. Okay. I resolve that Andrew Spatz is reappointed as a member of the Flood Mitigation Advisory Committee for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolved that Peggy Jackson is appointed member of the Flood Mitigation Advisory Committee for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I move that Stephen Glenner is appointed Chair of the Flood Mitigation Advisory Committee for a term of 1 year, such term to expire December 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I move that Lisa
Exiza.
Exiza is reappointed member of the Harbor Coastal Zone Management Commission for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I motion that John Vosper is appointed member of the Harbor Coastal Zone Management Commission for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
On a motion that Simon Tepes is appointed to a member of the Harbor and Coastal Zone Management Commission to fill an unexpired term of 2 years, such term to expire December 2025.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I move that Peter McKee is appointed member of the Harbor Coastal Zone Management Commission to fill an unexpired term of 1 year, such term to expire December 2024.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
I am announcing that the the position held by Cindy Goldstein will be held until filled, and as so she is at this time being reappointed member of the Planning Board for a term of 5 years, such term to expire December 2028. That's it. You go next.
I move that Seamus O'Rourke is reappointed to the Chair of
reappoint a chair of the planning board for a term of 1 year, such term to expire December 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I move that Brittany Ross is reappointed member of the Recreation and Parks Commission for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
A motion that Eric Williams is reappointed member of the Recreation and Parks Commission for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Resolved that Jared Winchester is appointed member of the Recreation and Parks Commission for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Oh, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I make the motion that Dan Margocius is appointed as a member of the Recs and Park Commission for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
A second? All in favor?
Aye.
I move that Beverly Sherrod is reappointed member of the Tree Committee for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2025.
It should be 6.
Six.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I move that Marlene Starr is reappointed member of the Tree Committee for a term of 3 years, such term to expire December 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I make the motion that Beverly Sherrod is reappointed chair of the Tree Committee for a 1 year term to expire December 2024.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
I move that the following board members are appointed to liaison for a period of 1 year, such term to expire at the 2024 annual organizational meeting. Committee for Environment, Trustee Young, Fire Department, Trustee Young and Mayor Torres. Arts Council, Trustee Lucas, Board of Traffic Commissions, Trustee Yizer Reed, Budget Committee, Trustee Lucas, Flood Mitigation Advisory Committee, Trustee Rawlings and Mayor Torres, Tree Committee, Trustee Yizer Reed, and Recreation and Parks Commission, Trustee Rawlings.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. We just read, I think we just read this.
Okay, disclosure of interest, if any, the following extract from the general municipal law was read into the records. Section 803, disclosure of interest. Any municipal officer or employee who has, will have, or later acquires an interest in any actual or proposed contract with the municipality of which he is an officer or employee shall publicly disclose the nature and extent of such interest in writing to the governing body thereof as soon as he has knowledge of such actual and prospective interest. Such written disclosures shall be made part of and set forth in the official record of the proceedings of such body. Once disclosure has been made by an officer or employee with respect to an interest in a contract with a particular person, firm, corporation, or association, no further disclosures need be made by such officer or employee with respect to additional contracts with the same party during the remainder of the fiscal year. There's no disclosure of interest by anyone at this time. I motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, we made it there.
Come next week, right?
That's it. That's next year, earliest.
Nora, another here.
Thank you.